Hello and a very warm welcome. It is a profound pleasure to have you with us today as we embark on a journey, a voyage of discovery to a land that bridges continents and connects oceans. We are traveling to Panama, a name that for many conjures a single monumental image, the Great Canal. But to see only the canal is to glimpse but a fraction of the story. Panama is a land of staggering contrasts, a place where the primeval roar of the jaguar echoes not far from the gleaming towers of a modern metropolis. It is a vibrant mosaic of ancient cultures and new beginnings, a sanctuary for some of the planet's most extraordinary wildlife, and a testament to human ingenuity. This sliver of land, cradled between two vast oceans, is a world unto itself. Here, nature has sculpted breathtaking landscapes, from cloud-draped volcanic peaks to archipelagos of sun-drenched, palm-fringed islands, each a jewel in the turquoise sea. Its history is a dramatic saga, etched into the stones of old forts and whispered on the winds that once filled the sails of galleons and pirate ships. Its people, a rich tapestry of heritages, have created a culture that is as diverse and dynamic as its ecosystems. The story of Panama is one of connection, of land, of water, of people, of life itself. So I invite you now to sit back, to relax, and allow your curiosity to guide you. We are about to delve into 20 remarkable truths about this incredible country, facts that I hope will surprise, delight, and perhaps even inspire you. Together, let us explore the wonders of Panama, from its most famous marvels to its most hidden secrets. Our journey begins now. Here, at the Isthmus of Panama, humanity achieved one of its most audacious feats of engineering. The Panama Canal is more than a mere waterway, it is the planet's vital artery, a conduit through which the lifeblood of global commerce flows. For over a century, this 82-kilometer channel has sliced through the continental divide, linking the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, and in doing so, reshaping the very patterns of international trade. It is a symphony of concrete, steel, and water, where colossal locks act as aquatic elevators, lifting and lowering immense vessels with a precision that is simply awe-inspiring to witness. Each transit is a ballet of immense forces, masterfully controlled. The canal's impact extends far beyond the realm of shipping logistics. For Panama, it is a powerful symbol of national identity, sovereignty, and progress. It represents a triumph over formidable geographical and political challenges, a declaration of the nation's pivotal role on the world stage. To stand and watch a gargantuan container ship glide silently through the verdant rainforest is to witness a unique harmony between human ambition and the natural world. This is not just a shortcut, it is a monument to persistence, a testament to the idea that with vision and determination, we can indeed move mountains and connect worlds. Panama's unique geographical position, acting as a land bridge between two continents, has created a biological crossroads of unparalleled richness. And nowhere is this more evident than in its bird life. This narrow isthmus is a superhighway for migratory species and a permanent home to a staggering diversity of resident birds. With nearly 1,000 different species recorded within its borders, more than the United States and Canada combined, Panama is, without exaggeration, an avian paradise. From the high-altitude cloud forests to the coastal mangroves, every habitat pulses with the color and song of feathered inhabitants. Here, one can find the resplendent quetzal, its iridescent tail feathers trailing like emerald ribbons through the misty canopy. Toucans with their outrageously large and colorful bills feast on jungle fruits, while dozens of species of hummingbirds, like tiny winged jewels, dart from flower to flower in a blur of motion. For birdwatchers, places like the Pipeline Road in Soberania National Park are legendary, offering the chance to spot hundreds of species in a single day. It is a living, breathing testament to the incredible abundance that can flourish when two worlds, North and South America, converge. Look at a map of the Americas and you will see two vast continents, north and south, linked by a delicate serpentine thread of land. That thread is the Isthmus of Panama. At its narrowest point, a mere 50 kilometers or about 30 miles separate the mighty Atlantic from the vast Pacific. This slender waist of the Western Hemisphere is a geographical feature of immense global significance. It is the reason this land was chosen for the canal, the reason it became a crossroads for trade and conquest for centuries, long before the first excavator broke ground. This unique geography has shaped not only human history, but the very history of life on our planet. For millions of years, this land bridge did not exist, and the two continents evolved their flora and fauna in isolation. The rising of the isthmus triggered the Great American Biotic Interchange, a monumental event where animals and plants migrated between the continents, forever changing the ecosystems of both. It is a place where two oceans and two continents meet, a nexus of geological and biological forces that has made Panama the incredibly diverse and strategically vital nation it is today. The story of the Panama Canal's creation is often told as an American triumph, but its origins are rooted in French ambition and ultimately, tragedy. In 1881, fresh from their success with the Suez Canal, the French, under the leadership of Ferdinand de Lesseps, embarked on this even more monumental undertaking. They envisioned a sea-level canal, a direct channel carved through the jungle and mountains. It was a grand, romantic vision, but one that was, honestly, tragically unprepared for the brutal realities of the Panamanian environment. The challenges were immense and relentless. The Chagres River, prone to violent, unpredictable floods, washed away equipment, and undid months of work in a matter of hours. Landslides in the unstable soil of the Kilometer cut were a constant, deadly threat, but the most insidious enemy was invisible disease. Malaria and yellow fever carried by mosquitoes swept through the workforce with devastating efficiency, claiming an estimated 22,000 lives. After years of struggle and financial ruin, the French effort collapsed. It was a heroic failure that paved the way for the Americans, who learned from the French mistakes, tackling the challenges with new medical knowledge and a different engineering plan. High in the canopy of Panama's most remote rainforest lives a creature of breathtaking power and majesty, the Harpy Eagle. This is no ordinary bird of prey. It is one of the largest and most powerful eagles on the planet, a feathered titan perfectly adapted to life in the dense jungle. Its talons are the size of a grizzly bear's claws, capable of snatching sloths and monkeys directly from the treetops. Its gaze is intense, framed by a distinctive crest of feathers that gives it an almost regal, thinking appearance. It is an apex predator of the forest, a symbol of wild, untamed nature. It's for this very reason, its strength, its sovereignty over its domain, and its commanding presence, that Panama has chosen the Harpy Eagle as its national bird. It represents the nation's commitment to protecting its rich natural heritage and the incredible biodiversity that thrives within its borders. Seeing a Harpy Eagle in the wild is a rare and unforgettable experience, a glimpse into the primeval heart of the rainforest. Conservation efforts are crucial to ensure that this magnificent raptor continues to soar over the Panamanian jungles for generations to come, a living emblem of the nation's wild soul. Panama's identity as a crossroads is reflected not just in its geography, but in its people. The nation's culture is a vibrant, complex tapestry woven from countless threads. At its heart are the indigenous peoples, the original inhabitants of this land whose traditions endure. Then came the Spanish conquistadors, leaving an indelible mark on the language, religion, and architecture. Enslaved Africans were brought to build the colonial economy, their descendants infusing Panamanian culture with rhythms, music, and traditions that are central to its identity today. Over the centuries, waves of immigrants have continued to add to this rich mix. Chinese laborers who helped build the first railroad, West Indians who were instrumental in constructing the canal, and people from Europe, North America, and across the globe who came seeking opportunity in this hub of commerce. This fusion of cultures is palpable on the streets of Panama City, in the diverse flavors of its cuisine, the varied styles of its music, and the faces of its people. It is a society defined by its openness and its history of welcoming the world, creating a unique national character that is truly cosmopolitan. Along the stunning Caribbean coast of Panama lies a unique archipelago of nearly 400 islands, known as San Blas or Gunayala. This is the autonomous territory of the Guna, or sometimes called the Kuna people, one of Panama's most prominent indigenous groups. Here the Guna live according to their own laws, governance, and ancient traditions, maintaining a remarkable degree of political independence within the Panamanian state. Their society is matrilineal, and, their connection to the land and sea is just so profound and spiritual. The Kuna are world-renowned for their incredible artistry, especially the creation of molas. These are intricate, multi-layered textile panels, originally part of traditional women's blouses, that depict abstract designs or scenes from Guna cosmology and daily life. Each mola is a unique masterpiece of reverse applique needlework, a vibrant expression of cultural identity. Visiting Gunayala honestly feels like stepping into another world, a place where community, tradition, and art are interwoven with the stunning natural beauty of the turquoise waters and coconut palm-covered islands. While Panama may be small in size, its richness in life is almost beyond measure. It is officially recognized as one of the most biodiverse countries in the world per square kilometer. This incredible concentration of life is a direct result of its role as a land bridge. It's a meeting point where species from North and South America have mingled, adapted, and evolved, creating a unique and densely packed ecological tapestry. The country is home to over 220 mammal species, including 5 species of big cats, and over 225 reptile species. The sheer variety is, well, honestly astounding. The forests hum with the calls of 3-toed sloths, capuchin monkeys, and elusive tapirs. The waters of its 2 coastlines teem with life, from majestic whale sharks to 4 different species of sea turtles that nest on its beaches. Recognizing this natural treasure, Panama has designated over a quarter of its land as protected national parks and reserves. These protected areas are not just vital for the survival of countless species, they are critical laboratories for scientific research and a source of wonder for all who visit. Off Panama's Pacific coast lies an island with a dark past and a brilliant future, Coiba. For nearly a century the largest island in Central America, served as a notorious penal colony. Its isolation and fearsome reputation kept it almost completely untouched by development. This unintended consequence has preserved a pristine natural paradise, both on land and most spectacularly, beneath the waves. When the prison closed in 2004, the island and its surrounding waters were declared a national park and later a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Today, Coiba National Park is a marine sanctuary of global importance. Its waters are a convergence point for tropical and temperate currents, creating an ecosystem that supports an extraordinary abundance of marine life. It's one of the last refuges in the eastern Pacific for large schools of sharks, including hammerheads and whale sharks. Humpback whales migrate here to breed and calve, and its coral reefs are vibrant and healthy. Coiba's transformation from a place of human confinement to a sanctuary for wildlife is, honestly, a powerful story of nature's resilience and a beacon of hope for marine conservation. In a world of instant digital communication, the postal system of Panama retains a curious and charming idiosyncrasy. For much of its history, and still in many areas outside of the main city centers, Panama has not had a standardized system of formal street addresses. There are no house numbers or consistent street names in many neighborhoods. Instead, directions and mail delivery have traditionally relied on a descriptive landmark-based system. An address might be given as, well, the yellow house with the mango tree 2 doors down from the corner store. This system, known colloquially as Panamanian-style addressing, reflects a more community-oriented and personal way of navigating one's surroundings. While modern systems are being implemented, especially in business districts, the old way persists. It requires a deep local knowledge from postal workers, who must be intimately familiar with the neighborhoods they serve. Honestly, it's a fascinating glimpse into a culture where personal landmarks and community reference points can be more important than a formal grid of numbers and names. A system built on human connection rather than digital precision. The skyline of Panama City is a stunning spectacle, a forest of glass and steel towers that seems to rise directly from the tropical sea. It's a sight more reminiscent of Dubai or Miami than what many might expect in Central America. This glittering metropolis is a city of dramatic contrasts, where futuristic skyscrapers jostle for space with the historic colonial-era architecture of the Casco Viejo, the city's old quarter. The F&F Tower, with its distinctive spiral design, and the sail-shaped JW Marriott are just 2 of the architectural marvels that define this dynamic cityscape. This rapid vertical growth is a direct reflection of Panama's economic boom over the past 2 decades, fueled by the Canal and its status as a global financial and logistics hub. The skyline is a bold statement of modernity and ambition. Yet, just a short distance away one can wander the cobblestone streets of the Casco Viejo, a UNESCO World Heritage Site with its pastel-colored buildings, wrought iron balconies and historic plazas. This juxtaposition of the hypermodern and the beautifully preserved past is what makes Panama City's architectural landscape so utterly captivating. Beyond the canal, Panama has carved out another crucial role in the global economy, that of a major international banking and financial center. Leveraging its strategic location, its use of the US dollar as its official currency, and historically favorable tax laws, the country has attracted financial institutions and corporations from all over the world. The banking district in Panama City, with its gleaming office towers, is the nerve center of this powerful economic engine, home to well over 100 banks from dozens of countries. This sector has been instrumental in fueling the country's impressive economic growth and the development of its modern infrastructure. While the system has faced scrutiny and has undergone significant reforms to increase transparency and combat money laundering, it remains a cornerstone of the Panamanian economy. It is a complex and often misunderstood aspect of the nation's identity, but one that is essential to understanding Panama's modern story and its prominent position in the interconnected world of global finance. So, it's actually one of the most famous hats in the world, an icon of tropical elegance and style worn by everyone from presidents to movie stars. But, here's the thing. The Panama hat actually holds a secret. It's not from Panama at all. The true birthplace of this finely woven masterpiece is, in fact, Ecuador. For centuries, skilled artisans in the Ecuadorian towns of Montecristi and Cuenca have been weaving these hats from the pliable fibers of the tequila palm. The craft is so integral to their culture that it's even been recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage. But, how did it get such a misleading name? Well, the connection goes back to the gold rush era of the mid-19th century. Prospectors traveling from the east coast of the United States to California would often sail to Panama, cross the isthmus, and then continue their journey by ship up the Pacific coast in Panama, which was a major trade hub. They'd buy these lightweight, breathable, and stylish hats to protect themselves from the tropical sun. The name just kind of stuck, and when President Theodore Roosevelt was famously photographed wearing one during his visit to the canal construction, the Panama hat was cemented in the global consciousness, forever linking this Ecuadorian craft to its Panamanian point of sale. While football, or soccer, reigns supreme in much of Latin America, in Panama, the king of sports is actually baseball. The crack of the bat and the roar of the crowd are, honestly, the true sounds of the nation's sporting passion. The love for baseball runs really deep in Panamanian culture, with local leagues and neighborhood games being a fundamental part of community life from a very young age. The sport was introduced to the country in the late 19th century, mostly by Americans working on the railroad and the canal, and it quickly captured the nation's heart. Panama has produced a truly remarkable number of world-class baseball players, especially for a country of its size. The legendary Mariano Rivera, who's widely considered the greatest relief pitcher in the history of the sport, and Hall of Famer Rod Carew are national heroes. Their success is a huge source of pride. Their posters adorn the walls of homes and businesses across the country. Following the careers of Panamanian players in Major League Baseball is pretty much a national pastime, connecting the country to the highest level of the sport and inspiring the next generation of young players to dream big. The rainforest floor of Panama is, honestly, a world of vibrant, almost psychedelic color, and some of its most dazzling inhabitants are also its most toxic. This is the realm of the poison dart frog. These tiny amphibians, often no bigger than a thumbnail, display an astonishing array of brilliant colors, electric blues, fiery reds, and vivid greens. But this spectacular coloration isn't for camouflage, it's actually a warning. Known as aposematism, this vibrant display advertises to potential predators that the frog is poisonous and not a worthwhile meal. The toxins are secreted from the frog's skin and are derived from its diet of specific ants, mites, and other arthropods in its natural habitat. Indigenous peoples have historically used these potent toxins to tip their blowgun darts for hunting. Beyond their toxicity, these frogs play a vital role in the ecosystem and are sensitive indicators of environmental health. Their presence really signifies a thriving, balanced rainforest. and their stunning beauty serves as a potent reminder of the intricate and, honestly, often dangerous wonders of the tropical world. Panama is a country defined by its two long coastlines, one on the Pacific and one on the Caribbean. And fringing these coasts is a spectacular collection of over 1,400 islands and cays, creating a paradise for sailors, adventurers, and those simply seeking tranquility. The diversity among these islands is immense. On the Caribbean side, the San Blas and Bocas del Toro archipelagos offer the quintessential tropical dream-calm turquoise waters, white sand beaches, and swaying coconut palms. They are havens for snorkeling, sailing, and immersing oneself in Afro-Caribbean and indigenous Kuna cultures. The Pacific coast offers a different, wilder character. Here, the Pearl Islands, or Archipelago de las Perlas, boast a rich history of pearling and piracy, and are now a popular destination for sport fishing and whale watching. Further out, the remote, jungle-clad islands of Coiba National Park are a sanctuary for biodiversity. Whether you are looking for a bustling island community, a deserted strip of sand to call your own for a day, or a rugged outpost for ecological exploration, Panama's vast collection of islands offers a seemingly endless array of choices. A nation's flag is its most potent symbol, a visual representation of its history, values, and aspirations. The flag of Panama, adopted in 1903, is a simple yet deeply meaningful design. It is divided into four quarters. The two white quarters represent peace and harmony, the essential foundation upon which the nation was to be built. Within these white rectangles are two stars, one blue and one red. These colors are not arbitrary, they carry the weight of Panama's political history. The blue star represents the Conservative Party, and the red star represents the Liberal Party. These were the two major political factions at the time of the nation's independence from Colombia. The design of the flag, with the two colors separated by white, symbolizes the hope that these opposing parties would govern in a peaceful and orderly manner, putting the welfare of the nation above partisan conflict. It is a flag born from a desire for unity, a visual pledge of civility and cooperation in the forging of a new republic. In Panama, the month of November is a month-long patriotic celebration, marked by parades, music, and national pride. This is because Panama uniquely celebrates not one but multiple independence and separation days, all clustered within the same month. The celebrations kick off on November 3rd, which marks the definitive separation from Colombia in 1903, the event that led to the creation of the modern Republic of Panama and was facilitated by the United States in its quest to build the canal. Just a few days later, on November 10th, the country commemorates the first cry of independence in the Villa de los Santos, an event in 1821 that was a key catalyst in the movement for independence from the Spanish Empire. This is followed by the main event, November 28th, which celebrates the country's full independence from Spain, also in 1821, when Panama voluntarily joined Gran Colombia. This trio of historic dates, along with Flag Day on November 4th and Colon Day on November 5th, makes November a true Mes de la Patria, or Month of the Homeland, a time to reflect on the complex and layered journey to sovereignty. For a century, the original Panama Canal served the world admirably. But as global trade evolved, ships grew larger, becoming too wide and too long to fit through the original locks. To maintain its relevance and secure its future, Panama embarked on one of the most ambitious engineering projects of the 21st century, the Panama Canal expansion. Completed in 2016 after nearly a decade of work, this colossal project involved building a new, third lane of traffic with massive new locks known as Neo-Panamax locks. This was not simply a widening, it was a complete reimagining of the canal's capacity. The new locks are immense, capable of handling the new generation of massive cargo vessels. They also feature an ingenious water-saving design, using recycling basins that reduce water consumption by 7% per transit, a crucial innovation in the face of changing climate patterns. The expansion was a monumental undertaking that has effectively doubled the canal's capacity, ensuring that this vital artery of world trade will continue to pulse strongly for another century and beyond, a testament to Panama's forward-looking vision. Beyond the canal, the cities, and the history, Panama is, at its core, a land that calls to the spirit of adventure. Its diverse landscapes offer a natural playground for thrill-seekers and explorers of every kind. In the western highlands of Chiriquí, one can hike to the summit of Volcán Barú, the country's highest point, for the rare chance to see both the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans simultaneously at sunrise. The rivers that tumble down from these mountains offer some of the best whitewater rafting in Central America. The country's two coastlines are a paradise for water sports. World-class surfing breaks can be found on the Pacific shores, while the calm Caribbean waters of Bocas del Toro are perfect for paddleboarding and kayaking through mangrove forests. One can zipline through the rainforest canopy, coming face-to-face with monkeys and toucans, or dive into the rich marine worlds of Coiba or San Blas. From the deepest jungles of the Darien to the highest volcanic peaks, Panama is a country that invites you not just to see, but to do, to immerse yourself in its wild beauty and create your own unforgettable journey. Our journey through Panama has come to a close, and as we have seen, this nation is so much more than the canal for which it is famous. It is a land where modern marvels of engineering stand beside ancient rainforests, where a rich tapestry of global cultures is woven into the fabric of daily life, and where nature's diversity is on spectacular display. From the silent power of the Harpy Eagle to the vibrant artistry of the Kuna people, from the bustling financial district to the tranquil solitude of a deserted island, Panama is a country of profound depth and astonishing contrasts. It truly is a crossroads, not just of oceans and continents, but of stories, peoples, and possibilities. I hope that these 20 facts have not only informed you but have also sparked a sense of wonder and curiosity. Perhaps they have inspired you to look at a map and see not just a narrow strip of land, but a world of adventure and discovery waiting to be experienced. The story of Panama is a compelling chapter in the larger story of our planet, a testament to resilience, connection, and the intricate beauty of life. It reminds us that there are always new layers to uncover, new perspectives to gain, and new wonders to behold if only we take the time to look. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of one of the world's most fascinating and vital countries. The world is full of such extraordinary places, each with its own unique story to tell. I encourage you to keep exploring, to keep asking questions, and to forever remain curious about the incredible planet we all share. Until next time, travel well and wonder often.